spend 10 years working for the Mafia, not watching The Godfather, not quoting Goodfellas at parties, actually working there. Here's what that would really look like. First of all, lower your expectations. You're not walking into smoky back rooms where someone kisses your ring. You're walking into a deli that smells like espresso and stress, and someone hands you a manila envelope like you just got hired by the world's least ethical accounting firm. Year 1, you're an intern with plausible deniability. You drive places. You pick things up. You drop things off. If you value having kneecaps that align correctly, you develop selective curiosity. And here's the twist nobody tells you. It's boring. You expect dramatic orchestral music. Instead, it's logistics. It's did he pay? It's call him again. It's why hasn't he paid? You basically work in accounts receivable. But the late fees are emotional. By year 3, you think you've leveled up. You're no longer the kid. Now you're that guy. You get trusted with conversations. By conversations, I mean you stand in someone's office and politely explain how unfortunate it would be if their very stable, very flammable business encountered sudden chaos. The key is tone. You don't yell, you don't threaten, you speak like a disappointed guidance counselor. You say things like, "We'd hate for things to become complicated." Nothing is ever defined. Everything is implied. It's corporate communication, but darker. By year 5, the money is real. You've upgraded your apartment. You suddenly own watches you don't know how to pronounce. Your bank account looks confusing in a way that makes you slightly nauseous. But here's the part the movies skip. You can't explain your job. At family dinners, someone asks, "So what do you do exactly?" You say, "Consulting." They say, "In what field?" You say, "Risk management," which is technically accurate. You manage risk, mostly your own. Around year 6 or 7, paranoia becomes your hobby. You don't notice it at first. You just start scanning rooms automatically. You memorize exits. You recognize the sound of tires slowing down outside your house. Every black SUV is either nothing or everything. You stop posting on social media. You start thinking in hypotheticals. If someone were to flip, if someone were to talk, if someone were to decide I'm expendable. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. The most dangerous people aren't the police. They're your coworkers. In a normal office, Steve wants your promotion. In this office, Steve wants your territory, your revenue stream, and possibly a symbolic demonstration of ambition that involves you not being around anymore. Performance reviews aren't written, they're felt. By year 8, the glamour is gone. You realize you haven't relaxed in years. You laugh louder than necessary. You watch everyone's hands. You mentally replay conversations at 2 a.m. like you're studying for an exam titled, "Did I just offend someone dangerous?" You start jogging, not for fitness, for contingency planning. And the wild part? On paper, you're successful. Money? Yes. Influence? Sure. People return your calls immediately? Absolutely. But you can't unplug. There's no retirement brochure. There's no pension plan. There's no "thanks for your service, enjoy Boca." You don't age out of the Mafia. You either fade, flip, or get framed in a headline next to a photo where you look deeply surprised. By year 9, you understand something critical. This isn't power, it's maintenance. You're maintaining silence, maintaining reputation, maintaining fear at exactly the right temperature. Too cold? People test you. Too hot? People remove you. It's emotional thermostat management. And then year 10 arrives. 10 years, a decade. In any other career, that's stability. In this one, it's suspicious longevity. You look around and realize most of the people from year 1 are gone. Transferred, retired, unavailable. You've survived, and survival becomes the achievement. Not wealth, not status, survival. In the dark comedy of it all, you joined for the money. You stayed because leaving felt more dangerous than staying. You convinced yourself you were building something. But what you really built was a life where every knock at the door has a 2% chance of changing everything. And 2% is not a comforting statistic. So what does 10 years working for the Mafia actually look like? It looks like normal life, slightly tilted. It looks like nice dinners where nobody says what they mean. It looks like constant calculation. It looks like being very good at reading rooms and very bad at sleeping. It looks less like Tony Montana and more like a regional manager of morally questionable operations. You don't feel cinematic. You feel busy. You feel alert. You feel like you're one misunderstanding away from a permanent career change. And the biggest joke? If you could go back to year 1, when you were just the kid with the envelope, thinking this was temporary, you'd still probably take the envelope. Because the first step doesn't feel like a decade, it feels like a favor, and 10 years later, you're still returning it. That's what it would look like. No violins, no slow-motion power walks, just a very long, very tense staff meeting, where everyone is armed and pointed at it, and nobody officially works there.